Hi, it's Steve again, and this is Dogfighting 101 for the Warbirds role-playing game. The question we get asked most often is, how do you run air combat without any maps? Keep watching to find out. Air combat revolves around one principle. There are hunters and the hunted. Every dogfight breaks down to this core truth. While there is a complex aerial ballet going on between two dueling fighters, the moment that counts is when one plane is the shooter and the other is the target. In Warbirds, players make an opposed dogfighting roll at the beginning of each round to determine who is where. It is similar to initiative, but in a dogfight the loser doesn't get to shoot second. In fact, they don't get to shoot at all. All they can do is try to escape as their enemy closes in for the kill. Like all rapid-fire games, the dogfighting roll is simple. Just roll 1d6 plus stat plus skill. We also add in the performance stat of the plane and any other modifiers that might come up. For starting characters, it's usually about 1d6 plus 5. NPCs tend to be a little less capable and roll about 1d6 plus 3. The winner of the roll has position on the loser and may attack or hold for a better shot next round. The attack is another 1d6 plus stat plus skill roll and is modified by the type of guns the plane is using. The defender has to make a quick choice. They can break, which is a standard defense with a static value like 6. They can escape, which gives a higher defense, but the defender has to try to retreat in the following round. Or they can stunt, which is a risky move that might get them shot to bits, but if it works, it helps them out in the next dogfighting roll. If the attacker hits, then the damage is equal to the amount of the attack minus the defense. This is called the lead, plus a set amount from the weapon being used. The target's armor subtracts from the damage, and leftover damage is done to the target's structure and will cause penalties. After shots are resolved, the round ends and players roll opposed dogfighting again for the next round, and we start it all over. Planes tend to descend as they fight, so the GM will warn players how many rounds of dogfighting they have before they are dodging the ground instead of each other. This is called rounds to the ground. The simplest way to deal with multiple planes is to split them up into a bunch of one-on-ones. Resolve the dogfighting rolls and shots for each pair of fighters, and then move on to the next. You will have uneven groups where the odds will be 2 to 1 or more. When this happens, the larger group gets a bonus to their dogfighting rolls. You may also get times where a plane is both hunter and hunted. When this happens, you start with the highest dogfighting roll and work your way down. A plane who is being shot at, but then has an opportunity to shoot someone else, can do so, but suffers a defense penalty. A large group of planes in a chaotic dogfight is called a furball. In these scenarios, our dogfight tracker can be a big help. Rather than splitting everything up into separate little fights, all participants roll and place their tokens on the tracker at once. Those at the highest positions are in the best spots in the dogfight and can shoot anyone who rolled lower than they did. And lower rolling planes have to face the wrath of multiple attackers. And that's the dogfighting rules. In our next video, I'll show you how to strafe an airship. From all the Outriders, thank you for your support, and I'll see you again soon.